The Art of Discussion Leading is a 40-minute video featuring Professor Chris Christensen, a master teacher.
Well, it seems like the whole class, 90% or more of the group, is accelerating. So my question is it better to let the student sit back for the whole class, or is it better to slow the whole class down for the student?
Carmen, would you stick? That's a neat problem. I'd try to put it up a level of abstraction to it. It's how are you managing the minorities?
Discussion leading is a difficult art.
In relation to the,
It looks spontaneous, and of course it should be. But it's important to recognize that the spontaneity is the result of careful preparation and active listening on the part of the leader.
Or, something along those lines.
The level of student participation depends on the kind of questions you ask and the way you ask them. It also helps to create a good learning atmosphere.
As soon as we came into the room, he shook our hands and he introduced himself and he asked us, to write our names on a name card. So you had a feeling that he wanted to get to know you, that he wanted to hear from you. Actually, usually in a new, unfamiliar environment, I'm not one to hop in and say anything. But I felt very comfortable in that session.
Here, Professor Christensen is taking part in a teacher training workshop. He's leading a discussion of a case study on teaching with a group of faculty and teaching assistants.
The nice thing about these cases, they're always so many, they're predicaments, problems without answer. Myrna, how did you see this puzzle?
You should just leave him alone or, do something, but not keep on coming at him with more and more questions and putting Jack in the spotlight, showing that, he's not prepared.
The most important thing is talk to the student that don't take this thing too seriously. I mean, you just didn't translate one sentence. What the hell is wrong with that?
That's probably not life-threatening.
Yeah, and if the student doesn't take it seriously, and they do whatever they can.
I'm going to do a little experiment. I want to both keep us on the dance floor. That's an analysis of the situation. Then I'd like to go up every once in a while to the balcony and look at what we're doing to start this class up. Dan, may I ask you a question about process?
Certainly.
Why did you feel free to say you weren't prepared?
Because this is a discussion.
We talk a lot about partnership and community. And when you get in the balcony, you're talking to the community, and in doing that, and inviting the class to depart from the topic and go to the process by which we're working together, you help reinforce the idea that they are a community of learners, and that, too, it's a partnership.